Welcome in to One and Only Horror Reviews. We're a force feed your happy ass. The only review you're gonna need. Today we are talking Netflix's Resident Evil series, talking episode 4, titled The Turn. The action is dialed up and we get even more Resident Evil real game lore tie-ins this time around. So I say we just jump right in and see how well they do. Oh, and let me tell you, you need to stick around till the end of the video. I got a little surprise montage for your ass. So kicking this episode off, we find ourselves in Tijuana, Mexico. But sadly, we aren't gonna see the downfall of the Umbrella facility here. We're just gonna see, filler. We got that creepy Damien Sandow looking motherfucker who zoomed Jade earlier in the series, and he is talking to this lady who apparently her husband is the one who freaked out, got infected, and killed motherfuckers at the Umbrella facility here. And like I said, this is kind of just a little bit of filler, a little disappointing. The only highlight is she gives that investigator dude a little hard drive. He pops it in. You see Raccoon City incident, you see Spencer Mansion, you see cover up, you see all the shit Umbrella's doing, and she's like, Umbrella lies, and then you see that mushroom cloud with Raccoon City blowing up and Umbrella covering up everything. That's one of the tie-ins I'm talking about. Very cool and good to see. They are making sure we know about the stuff that happened in the past. 1998, we know that it actually happened. Talking full Spencer Mansion fuckfest, baby. Yeah, I'm on board with this. Alright, so it's time to talk about the flashback stuff, 2022 here, before we get into the present 2036 shit. We see Albert and some random fucking scientists. They're trying to test out the antidote, and apparently it fails. And this motherfucker loses his shit. He fucking slams shit around, and this is the first time I think we actually see some type of real emotion out of Albert Wesker, and it almost seems a little bit like it's breaking his character because he's been this emotionless bitch the whole fucking show. Then we go to the daughters, Billy and Jade, who are laying on the bed, and Jade gets a text from Simon about coming to a party. The countdown clock is ticking, and Billy is just this close from turning to a goddamn zombie. She's freaking out and going crazy, and guess what? Oh, she gets up. I'm going to this fucking party.
I want to go to that party.
No, Billy, you can't.
Dad said this isn't quarantine, so...
Oh yeah, we got the reference earlier. We know she's not quarantined. We know it's not COVID. But goddamn, Albert Wesker, what is wrong with you? Why is she not fucking quarantined? She's got the goddamn T-virus flowing up and down her goddamn body. If you've watched my other episode reviews, you already know I'm not a big fan of the stuff going on with younger Billy and younger Jade here. It just isn't really clicking for me. And this is a perfect example why. She's freaking the fuck out. Oh hey, I'm really fucked up right now, but I'm gonna go to school anyway. Oh, I'm really fucked up right now, but now I'm gonna go to a party anyway. God fucking damn it, man. I hate Billy fucking Wesker.
You're Billy fucking Wesker.
So what happens? Yeah, they go to the fucking party, of course. So at this weird looking fucking party, Billy sees Simon make this big skateboard jump, and she decides, hey, I'm gonna play Tony fucking Hawk here, and I'm gonna go do it myself. She jumps, she flies off, she crashes. Looks like she has a good time. Good for her. Good for you, T-Virus bitch. But then she looks over, hey, Jade, did you see that? And Jade's over here fucking flirting it up with Simon. Didn't see it. Look, I know this is a different type of story that Resident Evil is doing here, but I just don't give a fuck about this teenage drama. I just don't. While the girls are at the party, Albert comes home looking for Billy. He's setting up this fucking torture chamber chair. All kinds of shit's gonna be going down. Hopefully he's gonna be giving Billy a lobotomy, but I should know better than to get my fucking hopes up at this point. Meanwhile, the fucking Tijuana investigator guy shows up at New Raccoon City looking for Jade. Later at the party, Jade finally catches up with Billy, and Billy is all butthurt. She's mad that Jade didn't see her hit that sick-ass jump because she was flirting with Simon. I'm assuming this is the T-Virus talking here, because Billy starts this, oh, you never loved me type shit. And she tells Jade, you were just crushing on some dick. Now, in my opinion, these are 14-year-olds, and I do not have a comment on this portion of the episode. So the Tijuana investigator guy shows up at the party. Now, by the way, I forgot the guy's name, so I'm sorry, that's what I keep calling him. I'm sure I'll remember it later, whatever, but that's what I'm calling him now. He finds Billy and Jade, and he tells them some serious shit. He tells them all about Umbrella, the old Raccoon City, the T-virus. He tells them that their dad, Albert Wesker, died back in 2009.
Suck on this, Wesker.
Your time's up, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, you bet your ass he died. Then he tells them they have no birth certificates and no other proof of existence. That's some heavy shit. He's really looking for whoever was infected, and when he grabs Billy, he sees her shoulder gets a little bit exposed. Hey, they're 14-year-olds. I wouldn't do that. Anyway, he sees that Billy was the one that was bit and infected, and he's like, oh, goddamn. They take off running. He goes after him. Umbrella, though, captures his ass. So Evelyn Marcus has the little Tijuana man, and she's talking to him, and he tells her he can help her fix the outbreak situation that has occurred if she will let him go. They don't really elaborate on this, but I'm assuming this is him gonna be turning in Billy Wesker, saying that she's the one that's infected. To finish off the 2020 flashbacks, Billy and Jade are running home when Billy starts freaking the fuck out. The 3-day timer hits 0, and Billy's like, oh, this is it. This is when I'm gonna turn. And Jade's like, no, you silly dumbass. I set the timer 5 minutes early, so it's already ended. So then nothing happens, and Billy's fine. Okay, but the episode is titled The Turn. Is the turn her not turn into a fucking zombie? Is the turn supposed to be the investigator is gonna turn on Jade or something like, I don't know. The title is like a fucking cock tease now. Netflix, did you just fucking clickbait Jigsaw? Did you just fucking clickbait me, motherfucker? Whatever. Okay, let's get to 2036 and see what all went down now. So older Jade, Mr. Baxter, the Umbrella Guards, they're all captured riding in the back of this vehicle, and they're captured by the Brotherhood. This is where Baxter professes his love for SpongeBob.
I freaking love SpongeBob. I mean, his best friend's a starfish.
Are you fucking serious?
Yes, Jade. I am afraid he is fucking serious. So they're taken to the Brotherhood's base/prison. I don't know. They're introduced to the leader. And their leader is some school shooter looking motherfucker who is, of course, leading a religious cult. They claim this zombie apocalypse is God's gift to the world. Man, they just can't help themselves, can they? More stereotypical zombie tropes introduced. Don't you find it funny how there's always a religious group or cult or whatever that kind of worships the zombies? This series is literally hitting every trope one by one by one by one. And you may think I'm wrong for kind of poking fun at the Brotherhood because there was a type of religious cult, Los Illuminados, in Resident Evil 4. But that was completely different. That was Sadler infecting his followers with Las Plagas and basically calling himself the god. This is just your normal zombie religious cult BS. Anyway, while Jade and them are stuck in their cell at this prison, she's looking down and she sees this zombie that is kind of controlling all the other ones. There is a queen zombie. This is going to prove that the shit she was researching was actually true because the T-virus is evolving. They do have some higher brain functioning going on. And then there's the dude with the chainsaw and the sack on his head. Now I'm assuming this was just thrown in as a visual from Resident Evil 4. I'm not a big fan of it. This is obviously not Dr. Salvador. He is not infected with Las Plagas, I assume. I'm thinking he's just one of the Brotherhood members who's acting as their executioner. They just gave him the same exact outfit and look as the Chainsaw Man from Resident Evil 4. So, man, I don't know. Yes, it is forced. It isn't, natural. And it's a little bit cringy when you think about it, but it is what it is, man. I didn't absolutely fucking hate it. It looked cool. It was kind of a throwback, but there was also no real point to it. Jade helps Mr. Baxter break out of their prison cell, and then the wildest shit happens. Mr. Baxter goes on this epic run, killing every zombie, every Brotherhood member in sight as Jamiroquai is blasting in the background, and it is absolutely fucking amazing. There is something about watching a chubby guy pull off some slick fucking precise moves and looking badass. Something about it is just awesome to watch. I love that knee shot, head shot, dick shot, good shit. I can't express how awesome this was to see. I think the fact that it comes out of nowhere and it's just totally different and has this different vibe, it's just fun, man. So Mr. Baxter shoots the fucking chainsaw, dude. Jade picks up the chainsaw and she goes down and she chops off that motherfucking Queen's head off. I just have to point out how smart she is as she's chainsawing that motherfucker. She's got her mouth wide open screaming, and all that blood, that zombie T-virus infected blood, just flying right into her mouth. Brilliant. So Jade's gonna take the zombie Queen's head, and she goes and gets pinned down in a room. Zombies beating at the door. She's about to die. She gets on the little telly, calls her daughter, tells her she loves her basically. And then right before she dies, she finds some grenades, blows all the zombies to hell, and she's getting out of there. She runs into Mr. Baxter. They're gonna go escape going up this ladder. Jade goes first. Mr. Baxter's just too goddamn heavy. He's a big bitch. Hey, so am I. I can poke fun at him, okay? We're both big bitches. She can't quite pull him up, and all those zombies just eat his ass. And then they're like, hey, we're eating good tonight, baby. So Jade climbs up the ladder, gets out, and escapes yet again for like the thousandth fucking time. But then yet again for like the thousandth fucking time right after she escapes. Boom, spotlight. Pretty sure that's Umbrella coming to get her ass. Episode over. So as I said at the start of this video, the action is definitely dialed up. And we also find out that Albert Wesker was supposed to be actually dead in 2009 like we've seen. But we still don't know why we have this Albert Wesker. Who the fuck is he? Who is Billy? Who is Jade? What the fuck's going on? We still don't have those answers yet. Plus we get references of the old Raccoon City. We see the explosion. We know there was a cover-up. So I'm actually really starting to dig this. I'm actually getting involved. I'm getting interested more and more as we progress. And now we have this little addition of a queen zombie that can lead other zombies. We've never really touched on this before, so this is a whole nother avenue. I'm interested to see where that's gonna go to. I'm also interested to see what happens when Evelyn finds out that it's Billy Wesker who was infected and Albert has been covering up and lying this whole time. So there's so many at this moment, so many different elements that I'm digging. So overall for this episode review, I think it did a very good job building up the momentum that episode 3 had. And I am gonna come in here and give this episode 8 out of 10 Jamiroquais. You know, I still think I was a little high on that first episode. I really wish I would have made it a 7, but again, it is what it is. This is gonna tie with an 8 out of 10. In all honesty, I think this has been my favorite episode so far. I'm ready for episode number 5. I'm ready to get to it, so I hope you will join me for that review right here on One and Only Horror Reviews. Now thank you for sticking to the end of this video, because now I'm gonna give you that little montage that I promised you at the beginning. So, hey, let's just say this is a little tribute to the man that I wish we got to see more of all of a sudden. Rest in peace, Mr. Baxter.
Cool. Oh, hey, Jade.
Stay the fuck away from me.
Come on. Sometimes it's better to F the devil, you know, right?
Hope you like oatmeal raisin.
My favorite. Who needs delicious chocolate when you can toss a couple of shriveled up grapes in there? A few questions and we'll be out of your hair.
He's not home, you see.
Cool.
Those are rubber bullets, right? Dude. Ouch. Is he for real? I have no idea what you're saying.
The heck?
It got pretty crazy back there, right? Like, brain monsters. Ouch! SpongeBob. I freaking love SpongeBob.
This place is a fucking meat grinder.
I sent him home with his balls in his hand.
Cool. I mean, with me, it'd take both hands, but yeah, no, I get it. So what do you want, huh? Meth? It's meth, right? We're all whores.
And the whore belongs on his knees.
And I've just had the crap kicked out of me by a bunch of death metal groupies.
Well, maybe some spit will loosen it up.
Said the priest to the choir boy. My favorite part was when you punched him in the face. Dude, I know you've got, like, baggage.
So what, fuck everyone else?
Do you have kids? Because I do. Umbrella takes care of me, so I can take care of them.
Fucking really?
Cool, yeah, no, real cool. So you hate dogs? Yeah, that's cool. The only word I know in German is Edelweiss. Oh, fuck.